Welcome everyone to Floribama Slammers, Season 2, Episodes 8 and 9, the Kortni pregnancy saga.
The tale of the pregnancy.
Yes. The tale of the sperm that may or may not have made it to its goal.
It's quite the story.
Yes.
But I'm glad they broke it into 2 episodes, I guess.
Yeah.
It might have been just a little too much to cram into one with all the little other side adventures going on.
You need the drama to extend out and to, leave that cliffhanger there, which they did, which was a little like, okay, what the fuck is going on? So, let's introduce ourselves. I'm Kevin Moyers.
I'm Frankie G.
And we just watched these 2 episodes back to back, but they do fit together. So we started out with episode 8. Gator and Candace are still arguing a little bit.
When we last left them was the middle of the night phone call from anonymous man.
Yeah. Who we don't even know who it is.
Yeah, we never got any resolution to that.
Just some guy just calling for Candace. Could have been me. I don't know.
It was you.
It was. I'm just trying to start shit with Gator J231 Southside God. I think that's the first time I got that right, too.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you did it.
I forgot the hashtag. Isn't there a hashtag in there? But yeah, they're arguing, and Nilsa's like, well, I think I was a little drunk, pretending she didn't know what the fuck she did.
Yeah, she says, I kind of remember some of it.
Kind of remember. No, you remember.
When we were that age, we used that excuse.
Yeah, I know
use
it now. Yeah. But,
yeah, I don't really remember. I totally remember.
Mm-hmm. So she's like, well, don't waste your last couple hours together, because Gator was going home regardless of the fighting.
To some sort of parole hearing.
Yeah. He has different courtside seats.
Yes.
Yeah. So they go to breakfast somewhere, and they have mimosas.
Mimosa time.
And Gator says that, he's never been in a relationship before, and I don't think Candace has really. It doesn't seem like she has.
Not a serious one, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they don't know what to do with themselves. And then she's pulling gray hairs out of Gator's beard, which made me wonder how old he was.
His face doesn't look that old.
No.
So, I mean, my uncle was almost completely white on the top of his head by the time he was 18 or 19. So
yeah, my grandfather was
happens.
like that. So, I don't know. But, I'm getting it in my early 40s. It didn't start till late 30s, so I don't know how old he is. He's not that old, but...
Yeah, I'm 35. I have 1 or 2 here and there.
Yeah. But, I don't know. He does have that baby face.
He does.
Baby Huey face. But they had a nice breakfast. He left. Then they show, what was it, Gus, Cody, and Amy going to work.
Right.
Since they go in shifts and groups of 3. And Amy was sick. And this was just vile.
Just when you think she can't get any classier.
Yeah.
She comes down for work with just 2 snot rags jammed up both of her nostrils. Like, full-on white flags hanging down. I'm sick. Work's going to be terrible. It was just gross.
It's disgusting. And handling food. That's the thing, too.
Handling food. Nobody's wearing gloves while they're doing it. She's obviously is sick.
Yeah.
I'm not saying she was faking it or anything, but...
They didn't show this, but how many times do you think she wiped her nose with her hand?
Right.
So, handling, hot dogs,
sneezed.
Ugh, gross. I mean, in the house, they should have taken somebody else with them. Been a little bit more responsible.
Change the rotation up.
Yeah. And,
because Kortni's been getting out of work for being sick.
Right.
So why wouldn't Amy?
And the amazing Jonathan should have done something, too. He did not.
Yeah, he didn't care.
Here, have a bucket of cocaine.
It's not a great look for your business on television.
I don't want to go to the Shore Dogs to have a snot burger and fries.
Like we were talking about when the season started, the place looked kind of good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It does until this.
Until you see that.
I'm like, okay.
Like 5 health code violations in a 2-minute span.
Well, just the sleeveless, amazing Jonathan there and the armpit hair, where that's going.
And
that's enough.
Gus cuts his sleeves off too. So
yeah,
yep.
When he wears his lady shirts.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's sick, and it's their busiest work day. So That's a lot of food going
That's
out.
a lot of snot.
Not good. But then back at the house, Kortni's not feeling well. She's feeling sick. Wasn't she having some kind of stomach pain?
She said she was having problems down there.
Yeah, down there, which I assume is either Australia or her vagina.
Correct.
One of the two. She has a Paul Hogan issue or something. But, yeah. So, Nilsa gets a pregnancy test because everybody just carries one around.
Clearly she had them on standby.
What Kortni would later call a random pregnancy test.
Yes, random.
So they tripped over it in the street. Oh, look at this. I guess I'll urinate on it.
She does pee everywhere, so it's possible.
Yeah, it's something
she pharmacy.
She hadn't urinated on yet.
Yeah.
So she pees on it. It's inconclusive. It looks a little faint.
There's a faint line in the positive window.
Yeah, the thin blue line. But they're not sure. And then all of a sudden it turns into Kortni's possibly pregnant.
Right. It turns into a big ordeal.
Almost probably the way they act about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it just becomes chaos.
And there's nothing wrong with taking precautions and things
Yeah.
while you're still uncertain if
Yeah.
there's a possibility. I totally understand that part of it. But the drama aspect and the social aspect of the whole thing got way blown out of proportion.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But they're all, supposing what's going to happen. Talking about Kortni, who's nuts, and then Logan, who's probably a serial killer.
Right. That's another big part of it that factors into it.
Yeah.
Is the fact that if she is pregnant, it's Logan's kid.
Yeah. So, that's what happens when you don't just do butt stuff.
Right. Like my mom used to say.
Yes. Just do butt stuff. Like they say in the Mormon church, just do butt stuff.
It's in the book.
When Joseph Smith looked into that hat, it said in big letters, butt stuff.
Butt stuff.
Yes. It was actually butt on one plate and stuff on the other.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that part of it.
Yeah, there were two plates.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, I grew up Lutheran. It was the same thing. Same thing. Totally the same. Anyway, yeah, she's panicked about that for obvious reasons.
Sure.
Calling the gynecologist, they can't get her in.
Yeah, it was going to be a few days before they could fit her in. So,
yeah,
of course, we're going to get an extended series of conversations and freakouts and discussions about Kortni being possibly pregnant, or the way they started phrasing it about an hour into it. Definitely pregnant. Hopefully not, though.
Definitely maybe. But, they get into all of that stuff, and it's just her and Nilsa. And she doesn't tell anybody for a little while.
It didn't last long.
No, because she ends up taking Amy to the doctor because
Sick
Amy blames her for getting her sick.
Correct.
And they go to the clinic, and while they're waiting for a nurse to come in and give Amy tests, Kortni's like, wait till you hear this. My cooter might have a child in it.
Yeah.
That's basically how she put it. She may as well have said cooter.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Amy's like, I hope you're not pregnant.
Like right off the bat.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope you're not.
Yeah. You don't have some condoms in my purse you can use. Because I'm not gonna, ever.
And it's a little late.
Yeah.
At that point, if she really is.
You don't want to get double pregnant.
No,
though.
that's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Including butt pregnant from the butt stuff.
Butt pregnant.
Yes. Can you imagine having to shoot a baby out of both holes at the same time?
At the same time.
That's like, I think that's Polish twins.
I'm no doctor, but I'm sure that's how it works.
Yeah. I think that's what it's called, though. Polish twins. Anyway. So, Amy's completely sick.
She's bronchitis.
She got bronchitis. Yes. And so, Kortni calls the landlord of the place that they're in, the Floribama house.
I did find this out. It's actually called Burnt Bottom House.
Burnt because
That's not a joke. That is what it is called.
named for the time Cody Butts had severe diarrhea.
Correct.
Yes.
When Amy made her tortilla soup or whatever the hell it was in season 1.
Yeah.
Ugh.
When Cody's running into the house holding his ass when everybody was sick. One of the best scenes. But yeah, he also has a little bungalow and or a little cottage, whatever. And he lets Amy go there to be kind of quarantined away from everybody, so everybody's not getting sick.
Everybody.
Yeah, probably, good for the producers too, because they're like, these guys should be partying. This is more fun,
right?
So yeah, and of course, what do? They go party.
They go out,
and this is where I'm going to get a little fuzzy on timeline.
This is when they went to the Salty Goat.
The Salty Goat, yes, and Kirk got really salty.
He got really salty. He's housing some chicken wings through the entire segment of them at the bar, like housing some wings.
Yeah.
And then they just keep cutting to him, pounding drinks.
He's chugging. And then that's when creepy Sam Elliott shows up.
With a mullet.
Yeah. With a mullet, straight out of fucking Big Lebowski or whatever it is.
Got any more of that sarsaparilla?
Just... walks over with a tray full of these green drinks, and they're not even shots, they're at least doubles.
Yeah, easily.
Maybe triple, and everybody grabs them, and you just see Kirk. That's when it turns.
It's the one that hit him.
Yeah, and you always know when you drink that one. Sometimes it's a beer that just doesn't sit with the rest or whatever.
Yeah, for me, sometimes you'll feel it in the stomach, and you go, oh boy, this is going to be a problem. Or if I'm really wasted, the one that puts me over the hump, I just start... My mouth just instantly floods with saliva.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, boy.
Yeah, I feel it like I take that first gulp, and I feel it in the back of my throat. Mm-hmm. Like, this is not going to go well. Of course, you keep drinking.
There's always warning signs. You know what happened.
Yeah. And he starts heading to the bathroom and doesn't make it.
He does not.
And it looks like just an ocean of shredded chicken.
Yeah, like if I... put a bunch of shredded chicken in a crock pot and let it sit for 8 hours and then dump it on the floor.
Yes.
That's what this pile of vomit looks like. And it's right in the doorway / hallway to the bathroom.
Yeah. He almost makes it. So, and they tell Cody to go check on him.
No, it was Nilsa.
Well, they tell Cody to. Cody, go check on him. He's drunk. And then Nilsa does.
Oh, okay. I must have missed them telling Cody too.
Doesn't realize until she's standing in the puke that she's standing in the puke. And she's there for a second, and she's like, oh God, oh.
Now I got to burn my Chuck Taylors.
Yeah. But they get back to the table, and then one of the ladies that works there comes up.
Yeah, it must have been like a floor manager or something.
She was not happy.
No, she wasn't.
She was wanting them to exit unless he was willing to clean it up. Then the best part is, you threw up on the wall.
So clearly the puddle in the doorway was not the end of the eruption. Yeah. In the bathroom, he was still going. He was
a lawn sprinkler at that point. And it was not good.
Poor Kirk.
Poor Kirk. Poor everybody.
We've all been there.
Poor everybody with him, because he gets a little agitated. He's yelling at Jeremiah, who's trying to get him in the cab.
Candace even says in her confessional, when Kirk's had a few too many to drink, he's got a very short fuse, which we've seen a couple times on the show.
Yeah, when he almost got arrested. I mean, that
was this season. Last season he got in a couple good...
Yeah, last season too. So it's been worse this season.
I think so.
And I like when he's trying to make an excuse for going back in. I gotta wash my knees. And that's when Logan shows up out of nowhere prior to all this happening. Yeah.
And we haven't mentioned that yet, but...
No, he just pops up, and he's kind of unwelcome. Kortni doesn't want to deal with him.
Completely uninvited.
Yeah. And Kortni's just dealing with him. But Logan was behind Kirk when he said that, I gotta wash my knees, and he just lost it. He was cracking up.
It's a funny sentence to hear.
Yeah. Yeah. But he's all over Kortni. She's having none of it. He's like, don't you want to take me home? She's like, no.
Right.
So they all leave without him. And when they get back to the house, that's when just out of nowhere he shows up.
Was it after that night, or was it after the Coyote Ugly night?
I thought it was that night, because they went to take another pregnancy test.
No, you're right. He was... No. It wasn't that night. It was not that night. It was the next night, because she's talking to him before they go out, and she's like, don't show up drunk.
That's right.
So yeah, this was not the night that he showed up.
No, he didn't show up at the house, that's right. But he did show up unexpected. And then,
at the bar.
Yeah, and then the next night they were going out, she gets a call from him, And he said, I'm drinking on the beach with my boys. I'm getting fucked up on the beach with my boys. Yeah. That's what he said. And she's like, okay. And
he invites her and the roommates to come get fucked up with him on the beach.
Yeah, because that sounds like a great idea. Yeah. It sounds like a drowning about to happen.
Or some sort of ritualistic killing. I don't know.
Yeah. They already have the whole dog.
They're all in robes. There's a big bonfire.
Yeah. And then, she tells them they're going to Coyote Ugly. And says, I don't want you to show up drunk. And he's like, sure, I'll just wait till I get there and get drunk.
Yeah.
But he lied. He showed up already trashed. So, 2 nights in a row, he showed up. I mean, the first one, uninvited. Second one, invited-ish.
But he made a promise and then didn't stick to it.
Yeah. And then that's when she tells him to go. And they all go home. Kirk had stayed home.
Right, because of his
hangover. And they were all acting crazy when they got back, too.
Yeah. So Kirk is staying home by himself. He stays in, I'm hungover, I'm going to get some sleep, whatever.
Yeah.
Which sounds like a great idea to me. They show him in bed, tossing and turning, because he can't sleep, with every single light in the house are on. Like, dude, turn out the lights.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he gets up, and he goes and he cracks himself a beer, and he just sits in, like, the swinging chair they have in the living room there.
All sad.
He's like... I just want my roommates to come home, miss everybody, I'm bored, blah, blah, blah.
It's like a sad little parakeet in a cage.
They come home,
yeah,
and he instantly regrets thinking that. Because they're all drunk off their asses.
I like Cody. I want a pizza!
Like, slapping his hand on the couch like an infant. I want a pizza. So they cut to a confessional of Kirk, and he goes, I hated it. I had to go make myself this, and he reaches down to the ground, picks up a tumbler. This Henny and Coke.
Yeah.
So, obviously, he had recovered enough from his hangover, or he was irritated that much.
Yeah, he wanted to catch up at least a little bit. So, Nils is babbling, and then...
Kodai's throwing a temper tantrum about pizza.
Yeah. Oh, Jeremiah was outside.
Yes, with his new... apple of his eye,
his new
Kelly,
middle-aged lady friend.
She doesn't look too young. She doesn't look like she's in their age group.
And he says something about her being more mature.
Yes.
And this is a friend of Gus's. He has his hairdresser there. Gus, okay.
I know you bring your hairdresser everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah. Name is Bic. It's a small razor. But, I don't know if there's anything going with him and the hairdresser. It doesn't seem like it. Like, they're just friends. But it's her friend, Kelly, that's all over Jeremiah.
She's all over him.
Yeah. And working him, too.
It looks like she's just pulling every string he's got.
Yeah. Like, I'm going to make this kid do what I want him to do. So, they're outside talking.
And all the rest of the girls are upstairs with, you guessed it, pregnancy tests.
Yeah.
Kortni takes another one. So now they're all analyzing it and comparing the old one to the new one.
Mm-hmm. And it's still not
Still
clear.
uncertain, yep.
Yeah. But that's when Logan shows up. Gus opens the door. Logan's like, I was so drunk I had to skateboard all the way over here.
Yeah. Which he repeats a couple times throughout the evening like it's some sort of badge of honor.
Yeah. Tony Hawk, trashed edition.
I just ride my skateboard here. I was too drunk to drive. Good for you.
Yeah.
That's the correct choice.
And Gus just lets him walk in.
Yeah.
They keep saying, as things go, he just burst in here. I don't even know how he got in. Gus never says a fucking word.
He doesn't say, come on in,
yeah,
in his defense, but at the same time, made no effort to stop this guy or
open
slow
the
him
door.
Down or
yeah. Hey, what's up? Stepped aside.
Yep.
Yeah. So, he did nothing to prevent it. But he never mentions it either. Now they know, obviously, but yeah, nobody says shit.
Yeah,
maybe he forgot. Who knows? He was pretty trash.
Everybody was really drunk.
Yeah, he was getting half asleep look, eyes closed. He
does too. He gets half-masked with those eyes.
Yeah, he gets really like pee hole eyes. Pee holes in the snow, as my grandmother used to say.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah. But that's when Logan, it was just...
Yeah, he blows right by Gus and immediately beelines it upstairs.
Yeah. Right into the bathroom where Kortni makes this face like, "Whoa, shit!"
Because she's literally got the pregnancy test up in the air, like trying to see it better in the light. So it's up over her head. And if Logan was even remotely sober, he would have, or not even sober.
Yeah,
like
a little bit sober.
If he had one beer less that evening,
yeah,
he would have totally seen them,
right,
holding that thing up. But doesn't notice.
And at least, what are you doing? Something,
right?
Nothing.
No, it's just, I gotta talk to you.
Yeah, and I like Candace doing her little sideways crab walk away from him.
I'm out of here. Peace.
Yeah, and of course that doesn't go well. They have an argument.
They're on the couch right by the alligator phone, which I'm getting you for Christmas, by the way.
I need one. And I don't have a landline, but sure.
Oh, yeah, why not? Yeah. While they're having this conversation, Jeremiah is around the corner with just this super serious look on his face, like he's a ninja ready to pounce.
And he's clung to the wall, too.
Like Spider-Man up against the wall, looking around the corner.
Yeah.
And he even says in his little confessional, I'm waiting for him to give me an excuse to lay my hands on him.
Yeah.
No, nobody says that.
I'm going to spit in my hands first and then give him a really good hand job.
And you and I have discussed this in length off mic, but I would love to see Jeremiah try to fight. I don't think that man's been in a fist fight in his entire life.
No, not a chance. I mean, homeschooled, so you don't have that possibility at school, which is when most kids have their first fight.
Right. He's a bodybuilder.
Yeah. So he thinks the size is going to do enough for him, and I'm sure Logan would knock him out.
Yeah, Logan crazy.
Yeah, and probably been in a lot of fights.
Yes.
So Jeremiah would get killed. Can't wait to lay hands. And when people talk about how much they want to kick somebody's ass physically, they're not going to. Ever. So, yeah. It was just a little weird, but kind of funny. And Kortni's not having any shit from Logan. He gets pissed and walks off. And that's when Jeremiah comes around, rubbing her back.
Yep. And like a full minute after Logan storms down the stairs and exits the house, Kodai comes running over the railing. Don't do that, Logan. It's like just a complete delayed reaction. It was great.
Like, what's happening? Huh? Logan? Don't do that. Yeah. And he's as far as he could possibly be from him when he mumbles that out, too. That was a great part.
He was probably in his bed dreaming about the pizza he never got.
And then they all thought, he's outside. We're going to close all the blinds and shit like that. And that's pretty much where that episode ends.
Where 8 ended.
Yeah. So then...
leave us on the cliffhanger of crazy Logan storming out of the house that he just randomly showed up at.
Yeah. Logan's nuts. Kortni could be pregnant. We still don't know.
She's closing the blinds, and the credits are kind of rolling in the corner. She's saying, we're done, to herself and her friends, not to him. He's not around. So that's our first definitive indication that this relationship is over.
Yeah. Yeah. And it does stay over from that point.
Thus far. So
then episode 9, we get into trying to think of the beginning of that. I know that soon after they were in the bar. Actually, Amy comes home. That's the beginning of that.
Yes, they're making a sign for her, and she's been sick.
Yes.
Kevin, I have a question for you. How do you spell disease?
D-E-C... Wait, is that decease or disease, and is it the same thing?
Is there a Z in there? They do a great montage of several of the housemates trying to spell the word disease.
Yeah.
To no avail.
But that's what Jeremiah says. Is that the same thing? Decease and disease?
He spells it out and he says, disease. Yeah. Wait, is that decease? Is that the same thing?
Yeah.
And Nilsa spells it completely wrong. Goes, see, y'all thought I was just looks. I got some brains behind me, too. And it's like, oh, no.
She misses the S. Dies?
Dies?
That was actually probably the best part of that episode.
It was a good one.
But, they get all of that going. I don't know how they ended up spelling it on the poster. Kortni was trying to write it out, so
initially she was like, how do you spell bronchitis? And everybody's drawing a blank. She goes, I'll just write disease, and that's how it launched into how do you spell disease.
Yeah. The bronchitis, that really big dinosaur that eats trees.
Yeah. That's the same thing, right?
Yeah. So Amy comes home.
They have this big dinner when she gets there.
Yeah, which looked good.
Yeah, it looked pretty good.
Big roast or ham or something.
It was a ham, I think.
Yeah. and tons of mac and cheese, a cake in the middle.
Yeah.
So that all looked good.
And they fill her in on the previous evening's events with Logan.
Yeah. And by now everybody knows about the possible pregnancy.
Yes, this is no secret to the house anymore.
Yeah.
Logan does not know.
He's the only one at this point, I think, on the planet who doesn't know.
Yeah.
Kortni's calling her 8th grade teacher. Hey, sorry I never finished, but...
By the way.
Yeah. I know I was only there for a week. But yeah. They go to celebrate Amy being back, so they go out to one of the bars. I think Salty Goat again. I'm pretty sure. I know they did go back there, even after the puking incident happened.
Yeah, it might have been. Well, they'd go back for the day drinking at the end of this episode. I don't remember where they went that night.
Yeah.
But
Day drinking was there for sure.
yes. It kind of looked like the goat.
Yeah. But they go there, and everybody's dancing. They're having a good time. Kortni's grinding on some dude, and just right next to her, not even noticing her.
Had
is
no
Logan.
idea she was there.
Logan in his little kid hat, which you pointed out.
Yeah.
It is. It's too big for his head, and he wears it backwards, and he looks like a toddler.
Yes.
That's it. Like Kevin Smith looks right now. I've lost a bunch of weight, but I'm still going to wear the clothes that are 10 sizes too big for me. Like, that's a good move. Why not, right?
Whatever makes you comfy.
Yeah. But he doesn't even notice her, and she freaks out. She's like, Logan's here, Logan's here.
2 nights in a row with the emergency Logan freakout.
Yeah.
Because he just shows up.
And they all get out of there. And
Jeremiah's got Kelly with him.
right. And they're telling he's telling Kortni what a great mom she'll be.
Yeah.
And how responsible, and you're a woman now, and you've outgrown Logan.
We did forget, on the way to the bar, in the cab, Candace was shaving her legs.
Oh, yeah. She has a cup of water. She's using to rinse the razor. And says, don't drink this water.
Oh, thanks for reminding me. I almost forgot.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that foam belonged in there. Foam in the hairs. But yeah, she was shaving her legs
Shit, these
on the
people do
way.
in cabs.
Oh, I know. I'm still giving it to Nilsa with the P in the center, center
that takes
console.
the cake, but
I don't think we're going to beat that.
probably not. Hopefully we do, but probably not.
Yeah. Gus hurling 2 seconds after he exits. There was that. That's a good cab moment. What else?
Kodai passed out in the back seat, and they're dumping water all over him, make him think he peed himself.
Crotch, yeah. And there was another time where he farted in the cab as they were getting home. So there was that. Yeah, they do a lot in these cabs. Somebody's going to fuck in a cab.
It's happening.
That's the last thing. So, but yeah, they get out of there, escape Logan, the Holy Terror.
Who this time, thankfully, does not just show up at the house.
Right.
It's the last we see of him for this episode.
I don't think he saw them.
I really think he missed it, yeah.
Yeah, because he looked a little out of it, trash probably.
He looked, as he would say, zooted.
So, and you made a good point, because I was trying to figure out how he knows where to go, but you were saying that, what was your whole theory?
Oh, so while they're filming, I'm sure like the whole area of Panama City Beach is hyper aware that it's going on. So you'll see like Facebook post or a Twitter post saying, "Oh, MTV is down at the Salty Goat filming tonight" or whatever. So I'm sure the locals are well aware of where everything's going down.
And yeah, he's either watching
it's
that.
It's kind of hard to hide a professional TV crew.
Yeah, that's true. So either he's watching that or somebody's telling him,
right?
Hey, she's down here. Because I'm sure he has a friend.
He has friends, yeah.
So they're getting fucked up on the beach.
Exactly.
Hey, how's your stocking situation going? I don't know.
I just got hit with my 3rd restraining order.
Yeah. 3rd one this week. So yeah, he missed out on that one.
Yeah, he missed her there altogether. They get out just in time.
Yeah. But then they do go to the house, and the ladies are there again, Kelly and the hairdresser. Jacqueline, okay. And she doesn't really factor much into anything.
No, she doesn't say anything really on camera. She's just kind of there.
There's no romantic thing going on there. No hookup, whatever. But Kirk tries to get Kortni and Candace back together as friends. That fails miserably. I mean, neither one of them's really shitty about it, but then he argues with Jeremiah. Yeah.
They're not being shitty to each other, but they're being stubborn.
Yeah, and Jeremiah tries to get in, and Kirk gets mad at him. And eventually, Jeremiah and Kelly go upstairs to bed.
Yes.
And he shares a room with Cody, who is snoring like a freight train.
Did some pretty serious snoring.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I've heard worse, but not often.
No. It's, to try to mess around with that noise going on, I could power through it. I'm pretty sure I could power through it. But Kelly is not having it. She's like, who has sex with this noise in here?
She's like, we got to stop.
He's
she
like,
literally says we have to stop.
Yeah. Jeremiah's like, well, if you check the footage, I was banging in here a week ago. 3 episodes ago.
Yeah.
And then she went home. But yeah, so Kelly and Jacqueline leave. And,
I think that's it for that evening.
Yeah, Cody is the cockblock.
Cody is the cockblock.
Yeah, that was it for that night. And I'm trying to think of, the next morning was the zoo day.
Zoo day, OBGYN day, and Jeremiah, Gus, and Kirk were working.
Yeah. Yeah, they took the work shift, did that. Cody, Candace, and Amy decided to go to the zoo.
Zoo World.
It was because Zoo World, yeah, just the shittiest
like in a
thing.
strip mall.
It was like a half a cat and a hamster cage. No, there were peacocks roaming around. A lot of...
What about the aquatic mammals? The squirrels.
The squirrels. There's an otter. And Amy's like, oh, that's a squirrel. And nobody corrects her. Nobody questions it. They're just like, okay, a squirrel.
Then they get an animal encounter with a lemur.
Yes, a femur.
Which Amy calls a femur.
Of course, my favorite animal is the femur.
Unbelievable.
But it's so believable at the same time.
Extremely believable.
Yeah.
But unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, just... I'll take a real-life example. I work with one of the dumbest people I've ever met in my life, and he asks questions constantly, and asked if there were ever dinosaurs in China.
All right.
Obviously, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
So I just said, yes, they were called Chinosaurs.
Oh, no.
And he said, really? And I said, yes. The most popular of those is the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
What is wrong with you?
A lot. But I have to take advantage of these moments. And he just went, really? And so these people exist in real life. They're not just on television.
I bet he loves femurs too.
He probably does. So yeah. They're real and they're out there. Just like the femur.
Just like the femur. The fabled.
Yeah. Candace was a little nervous with the peacocks.
She doesn't like animals. She doesn't like open water.
No, birds.
She's got a lot of insecurities with things she can't control.
Right.
That's certainly a thing.
But she's dating a gator.
She's dating a gator.
So yeah, they had fun at the zoo. They go back.
And they make it seem like they get home the same time that the guys are getting home from work.
Yeah, it's similar.
So all we're missing at this point are Nilsa and Kortni, who were, of course, at the OBGYN.
Right. Because they do a blood test, see if you're pregnant for sure. And according to Kirk, they do ultrasounds right then, too, which they don't.
Nope.
You know, if you stay longer, you got to do ultrasounds and all that shit.
I'm not going to knock him for that, you know.
No, he doesn't know.
Who knows?
He doesn't know. But you don't. So I thought that was funny. But Nilsa and Kortni get home, and they're calling everybody into the living room. Super serious. She's like, you guys, thank you for all your support.
We're going to start eating healthier. And
yeah, healthier lifestyle.
Yep.
Drink less and all that stuff. Well, she didn't say drink less because that would have been a tip, but made this whole serious thing. And they're like, you pregnant or not? And she just, little nod. And she's getting hugs from Gus and Jeremiah. And this is when you see Nilsa just like turn and bury her face into her shoulder.
She can't keep a straight face.
No, she can't hold it. She kills the prank. Which
neither of us were fans of.
Yeah. I didn't really like that.
I didn't appreciate it.
Because I believed it until I saw Nilsa, and I was like, okay, something's fucked up here.
I just found it cruel and unnecessary.
Especially when they've been worried about her for days,
Yep.
and Logan's insane. So, yeah. If it was an either-or situation, like, yeah, maybe I am, and it was no big stress, whatever, this wouldn't have been a big deal. But, yeah, Gus looked like he was about to cry.
The tears of Gus.
He's just like, I was waiting for the head shake. The simultaneous head shake. Yeah. But thankfully, she's not pregnant with Logan's kid. No demon baby, as Candace said.
Yes.
And she immediately started drinking.
Yes, let's get drunk.
Yes. I was waiting for her to pull out her Mormon tablets and say butt stuff. But nope.
They went day drinking. Back to the goat.
Day drinking at the goat, which looks like fun.
I'm a fan of day drinking. Can't do it often.
No.
It really wears on you.
But every so often.
Yep.
It's not a bad thing.
Good times.
And they're playing pool and games and hanging out and stuff like that. And Kortni finally tries to bury the hatchet with Candace.
Over Irish car bombs.
Yes. Which,
yeah, not nice.
No. Gross. And they kind of toast to fixing their friendship. So, it's a start, I'm sure. And from the preview of next week, it looks better between the two of them.
They're hugging and there's tears and stuff, so we'll see.
But there's also a little heart-to-heart with Jeremiah.
There is.
And Gus is over here trying to play matchmaker with those two.
It's going to happen. Well, throughout this episode in particular, there was a lot... when I watched it through the first time by myself at home, I was even telling myself, I'm like, this whole, oh, you're my sister gag that Jeremiah's been pulling is just annoying the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And I honestly didn't see through it the first time I watched it. And then at the end of this episode, when they start talking about it and they're pointing out the way he's looking at her, and Gus is pushing Kortni, like, do you have feelings for Jeremiah? And the second time we watched it through and he started all that sister crap, I'm like, oh, he is kind of subliminally playing that game. Like, I don't even know if he realizes he's doing it.
Yeah.
But he's totally playing that game.
Yeah, he might not. He's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
And might not. But yeah, Gus is like a matchmaker in second grade. Do you like him? You want to be his...
This conversation's going on, mind you. Neither of them can keep both eyes open at the same time.
Yeah, they're drunk. For sure. And he is selling it like a kid. You know, here, let's get the little fortune teller and I'll pick a color. So that's pretty much where that's going. But she's kind of like, well, maybe I do like him.
Yep.
I don't know if it's power of suggestion or...
The booze.
Yeah, that. Or she does like him. I don't know. But he's like, you're single. He's single. It's a perfect time, you know. And just ridiculous. She said she'd have his babies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, God.
And Gus even points out, he's like, will you cut it out with that shit? We just got done with that.
Yeah. So, I think something's going to happen. I don't know what or how much. But I can
I'm not sure
see
how it's going to end, but it will come to a head one way or the other.
Yeah. There is a clip from the preview for next week where Jeremiah is hugging Kortni and crying, which I love.
He says, I love you.
Yeah, they both say it. Yeah. And he's just red-faced, tears streaming down. Not bawling, but it's just there. So I'm looking forward to that. I think that'll be hilarious, honestly.
It could be completely unrelated to the two of them.
Yeah.
You know, but...
Seems like there could be something bad with Candace. Maybe Gator.
Logan shows up again.
Yeah. They don't show him at all in the trailer, but who knows. But I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be an interesting episode.
We're getting down to it. We looked it up prior to recording this. There's 3 episodes left this season.
No, 5.
But you said it was 12 total.
14 total.
14. Oh,
yeah.
5 more. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so this is 9. So yeah, 5 more. That's pretty good because there were only 8 last year.
Yeah, they almost doubled the length of it.
Yeah, and I guess the intent was 20, but you know, maybe when you edit this shit down, it's hard to tell with documentary because there's so much editing work, and yeah, I mean, look at the one that we're a part of. There was hours of footage, and
we're in it for 8 minutes, I believe.
Yeah, something like that. So it does take a lot to do that. So who knows? I mean, season 3 could be interesting. Maybe they'll make it longer, keep them there longer. I'm sure as long as they're getting paid, they don't care.
At Shore Dogs?
Yeah. I think Shore Dogs is wing money. It's money for wings that you can barf all over the wall.
Yep. Zoo money, Zoo World money.
Getting zooted. I like that too. But yeah, so looking forward to next week. I think it's going to be funny.
Yeah.
Just the emotion.
I mean, it's always funny.
Yeah. It is. But Jeremiah crying. Maybe Gus passed it on to him.
Maybe Gus passed away.
That'd be hilarious.
Dropped a barbell on him, on his throat or something.
Yeah. He fell under the Gaines train. So, yeah, but that's it for 8 and 9. I don't know if you have anything else to add.
No, I think we covered most of it.
So, yeah, no Kortni baby.
No Kortni baby.
That's the important thing. Yeah.
Also, folks, learn how to spell.
D-I-E-C.
There's no quicker way to make yourself look like a complete moron.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Always do appreciate it. Go to abnormalentertainment.com for more shows. You can catch up on the past episodes of this show. Prime Cutler, if you're into reality stuff. That season's over, so did all 8 of those. I will bring that back with season 2. No point otherwise. Otherwise, I'm just a weirdo talking about a football player for no reason, which I kind of am already.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's nothing wrong with your statement there.
Yeah, I'm watching his Instagram. I don't know. Watching Cavallari post his naked ass on Instagram.
How did you know that?
When I was looking up logos for the show,
there we go.
There it was, Jay Cutler holding a beer, naked in the sunset.
When you do have your upcoming pilgrimage to Uncommon James's store in Nashville, correct?
Of course.
Yeah, I figured.
Why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
I think if I was to go to Nashville, I'd go at least take a picture in front of the place.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if I'd go inside and shop.
Oh, come on. You know you
for
want to
Bone housewares.
You want to go debate Shannon about something. You know you do.
Yeah. It says that scene on a half peg. You're cool, and fuck you. Just reverse. But anyway, there's that. No Cry Zone if you're into politics, which is crazy right now.
There's a lot going on in that world. So.
Yeah. What else? Put It Together. Just had Garza in my home for a few days for a convention we did. All kinds of shit over there. Just subscribe, listen. It's all good. And then we'll have another episode of this next week.
Glory Hound's been killing it. She's hitting the cons.
She's doing a ton of videos, so we're going to have a lot more stuff there as well. And from what I hear, our next season of Blood Bowl, that should be interesting. Maybe I'll win 3 games this season.
Wow. Rooting for you, Kev.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks again for tuning into this. Floribama Slammers. This is Kevin Moyers.
I'm Frankie G.
And we'll see you next week. Subscribe to Floribama Slammers at abnormalentertainment.com/slammer. Listen to every episode on Google Play, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, our YouTube channel, or anywhere you get your favorite podcasts. Tweet Frankie G at F3TheMissile and tweet Kevin Moyers at Kevin Moyers. And find more great shows, comic books, audiobooks, and more at abnormalentertainment.com.
You've been listening to the Abnormal Entertainment